Misunderstood and misrepresented. The plight of Islam. Islam, one of the world's major religions, has often been subjected to misunderstanding and prejudice. Negative stereotypes and misinformation have fueled fear and discrimination against Muslims. This has created a climate of mistrust and hostility, hindering meaningful dialogue and understanding. It is crucial to challenge these harmful narratives and promote a more accurate and nuanced view of Islam. The widespread misrepresentation of Islam has real-world consequences impacting the lives of millions. From hate speech and discrimination to violence and exclusion, the effects of Islamophobia are undeniable. It is imperative to counter these trends and foster a society that respects religious diversity and embraces inclusivity. In a world divided by religious differences, individuals transcend boundaries to promote understanding and respect. These allies from various backgrounds are powerful voices against Islamophobia. Their stories remind us that compassion bridges divides and fosters shared humanity. Gandhi, a staunch advocate for interfaith harmony, respected Islam and spoke against mistreatment. Shaw, the Irish playwright, recognized Islam's beauty and wisdom, challenging prejudices. MLK saw in Islam a message of peace and justice, resonating with his fight for equality. Understanding and cooperation between faiths are essential for a just society.
Mahatma Gandhi, revered globally as an apostle of peace and non-violence, held Islam in high regard. He recognized its emphasis on social justice and the inherent dignity of all human beings, aligning with his own philosophy of satyagraha, truth and resistance through non-violence. Gandhi saw in Islam a faith that promoted unity and brotherhood, values he considered crucial for a harmonious society. Gandhi's admiration for the Prophet Muhammad was profound. He saw in him a prophet of social justice who challenged oppression and championed the rights of the marginalized. Gandhi famously said, "I became more and more convinced that it was not the sword that won a place for Islam in those days in the scheme of life. It was the rigid simplicity, the utter self-effacement of the Prophet, the scrupulous regard for pledges, his intense devotion to his friends and followers that won for him the hearts of millions." During India's partition, Gandhi stood firm against the violence and bloodshed that erupted between Hindus and Muslims. He believed that true independence could only be achieved through unity and mutual respect. His unwavering commitment to interfaith harmony made him a powerful advocate for peace and reconciliation. Gandhi's legacy continues to inspire individuals and communities to embrace diversity and challenge religious intolerance. His example reminds us that true strength lies in compassion and understanding, and that building bridges of dialogue is essential for a just and peaceful world.
George Bernard Shaw, the renowned Irish playwright and critic, held a unique and progressive view of Islam. He challenged the prevailing negative perceptions of his time, recognizing the faith's intellectual depth and its potential to contribute to Western civilization. Shaw's admiration for Islam stemmed from his belief in its rational approach to faith and its emphasis on social justice. Shaw's appreciation for the Prophet Muhammad was evident in his writings. He considered him a man of extraordinary common sense and a reformer who challenged the social injustices of his time. In his play, The Genuine Islam, Shaw depicted the Prophet as a compassionate and just leader who sought to unite people under a common banner of faith and ethical living. In a 1936 address to the Anglo-Arab Friendship Society, Shaw famously predicted, "I have always held the religion of Muhammad in high estimation because of its wonderful vitality. It is the only religion which appears to me to possess that assimilating capacity and elasticity which can make itself appeal to every age. I have prophesied about the faith of Muhammad that it would be acceptable to the Europe of tomorrow as it is beginning to be acceptable to the Europe of today." Shaw's insightful observations and his willingness to challenge prevailing prejudices paved the way for a more nuanced understanding of Islam in the West. His words continue to resonate today, reminding us of the importance of open-mindedness and the need to engage with different faiths with respect and curiosity.
Martin Luther King Jr., the iconic American civil rights leader, saw in Islam a message of peace and justice that resonated with his own fight for equality. He believed that understanding and cooperation between different faiths were essential for building a more just and equitable society.
Despite the challenges, voices of reason and understanding have consistently emerged to defend Islam and Muslims. These individuals, often from diverse backgrounds and beliefs, have recognized the importance of interfaith dialogue and the need to combat prejudice. Their actions and words have served as a powerful antidote to the poison of Islamophobia. This essay will highlight the contributions of some prominent non-Muslim figures who have spoken out in defense of Islam, showcasing their respect and admiration for this often misunderstood faith. By examining their perspectives, we can gain valuable insights into the importance of interfaith understanding and the need to challenge negative stereotypes. These individuals, each in their own way, demonstrated that respect for Islam is not a threat to one's own beliefs, but rather an affirmation of our shared humanity. Their voices serve as a powerful reminder that defending the marginalized and speaking out against injustice is a responsibility shared by all.
By amplifying these messages of tolerance and understanding, we can create a more inclusive and harmonious world for people of all faiths.